everyone, welcome to Astroamsa. So today I'm going to talk about the transits that are going to happen on 27th June. 6 planets will be impacting the sign of Scorpio with their aspects. So I'll be discussing about that, and I'll also be discussing about the Angarak Yoga, that is Rahu conjunct Mars, that is happening in the sign of Aries, and also Rahu is in the nakshatra of Bharani. So the impact of all these energies I'll be discussing. Okay, so but before that, if you find my videos helpful, then please subscribe my channel for more such astrological insights. It motivates me to keep making more such videos for you. For consultations, you can check out the description below. Alright, so let's begin with today's video. First, I'll be discussing about the impact of transits on 27th June. Rahu is currently transiting the sign of Aries, and on 14th June it moved in the nakshatra of Bharani. On 27th June, Rahu will be conjunct Mars in the sign of Aries. Venus, Moon and Mercury will be in the sign of Taurus. Sun will be in the sign of Gemini, Saturn will be in the sign of Aquarius, and Jupiter in the sign of Pisces. So on 27th June, 6 planets will be impacting the sign of Scorpio. Mars will be impacting with its 8th aspect, Saturn with its 10th aspect, Jupiter with its 9th aspect, and Moon, Venus and Mercury with its 7th aspect. Okay. So the different energies are going to influence the sign of Scorpio. So if you are running a dasha, mahadasha or antardasha of a planet that is placed in Scorpio sign in your natal chart, okay, or if you are a Scorpio lagna or a rashi, means if your moon is in the sign of Scorpio, or if you are if your lagna falls in the sign of Scorpio, then you will be impacted the most, okay, on that day. And I guess it will last for around till 2nd July, when and then Mercury and Moon will be changing signs, will be in different signs, and after 12th and 13th July, Saturn and Venus will also change signs. So basically like 6 days when 6 planets will be influencing. So you need to be careful, especially avoid taking any major decision, getting into any arguments or conflicts. Try to calm down, meditate, because this transit may feel overwhelming to you. For others, it could have a minor impact, maybe some changes here and there, not much impact. But if you are a Scorpio Rashi, especially because Moon is debilitated there, okay, so this transit can cause some mental stress or tension or worries or fear. So you need to be a little careful. Try relaxing, maybe take a break, take a pause, and don't take anything personally during this 6 days, 6 days, okay. So then, talking about very intense transit that's going to transit between 27th June till 10th of August, okay. That is the transit of Rahu and Mars, creating a yoga which is known as Angarak Yoga. Now this is something very extreme, fiery energy, especially now when Rahu is in the nakshatra of Bharani. This will have a major impact on those who are running the dasha of Rahu or Mars. Very, very fiery energy, very intense fire energy is amplified, okay. So intense transit. Rahu also has moved into the nakshatra of Bharani. So Bharani is an extreme nakshatra, and Rahu is also in the sign of fiery sign, Aries. Aries is like a battlefield, okay, like it's very aggressive, impulsive, action oriented, innovation, okay. All these things are represented by sign of Aries. And then Rahu is conjunct Mars. Mars is another fiery planet, okay? So, and Rahu itself is an extreme planet, rebellious, um, and an obsessive planet, okay? So, when all these energies come together, it is a decisive time for taking an action. Here, either you will take a decision which will make you more responsible and will be good for your growth or success, or you will take some wrong, hasty decision that will bring misfortunes for you. Aries is an impulsive sign. So, depending on your placements, you will either jump in to fight for something without much thinking, or you could think through and take actions. Okay, being very practical and grounded. Because Mars is in the sign of Aries. Now, Mars is the owner of Aries. Okay, it's a Mool Trikona sign. Okay, so your Rahu has to obey Mars. Rahu doesn't like to follow any law, order, or to obey anyone. He's a rebel, okay, but here he has to follow what Mars will say, and or he will be fired. Okay, now Rahu is the smartest kid on the house. Okay, so what he does here is it tries to manipulate Mars, pretends and deceits. Okay, because it doesn't like Mars, first of all, and it is not very comfortable in the sign of Aries. So here you don't need to be fearful of the fire energy of Mars, but you need to be careful about the illusionary Chaya Graha Rahu. So there could be two results, extreme opposite that you can experience. Like I said before, Bharani is also not an easy nakshatra. Okay, this energy of fire, obsession is good for action and material success, material growth. If it is well placed, will demand a lot of actionable plans towards your future growth. Okay, you will take actions, very practical actions. Okay, towards that area of wherever the sign of Aries is placed. If not, there will be some careless, hasty actions, okay, that will make you regret later. Rahu amplifies the energy of a planet it sits in and it's conjunct with. So, your tamasic, the fiery energy is amplified. Extreme results can be experienced. On a mundane level, warlike situations or fire outbreak may be witnessed all around the world. People you'll find are more aggressive than usual. Then Mars also represents gold, oil and gas, chemicals, precious metals. Okay, so prices of precious metals like gold, oil and gas, chemicals can also witness a rise. Then great volatility in speculative business can also be seen. Now, the way to deal with this is to strike a balance, create a balance. Don't let your anger, aggression, ego get into the way of relationships, because this energy has the power to even break it. Relationship is the area that will be hard hit with this transit of Rahu, Mars, and Aries in Bharani. Material success can be achieved with this extreme fiery energy. So create a balance between professional and personal life. You must have already experienced the effect of Rahu, because Rahu is a fast-paced graha. Okay, I faced some health issues on 14th immediately when Rahu transited in the sign of in the nakshatra of Bharani, because I'm currently running the Rahu Mahadasha, and Rahu is transiting over my 6th house lord. So you also have to analyze Rahu is transiting over which planet, which house lord. This is a very intense transit that can create a lot of aggression, temper issues, and problems. The only way to deal with it is to not fall into the trap of Rahu. The illusion, the fear, the restlessness, the anxiety, the scare, the feeling of not taking that understanding, being very practical, being very grounded, and understanding the meaning behind it, it is like reading between the lines, okay, and thinking thoroughly, okay. So you also have to analyze, see, because Mars is in its own house, so it won't destroy its own house, okay. One doesn't destroy its own house, so but you have to be careful of the chaya grah and be cautious of illusions, fear, and anxiety. Like I said, create a balance, okay. Be very practical. Don't fall into the trap of Rahu. Stay calm and control your fiery negative outburst. Yes, it will majorly impact those who are running the dasha of Rahu or Mars. For others, it will have a minor to negligible impact. But yes, for those who are having this impact, it will be very intense. On the positive side, this can create a lot of inventions and startups as well. So, some striking innovation for the betterment of mankind can also be discovered with this transit. Recently, I read something about a medicine that can help cancer patients. So that's the this energy of Bharni. Okay, Rahu is in the sign of Bharni. So innovations also, Aries is a sign of innovations, discoveries. So that also on the positive side, you can see a lot of inventions. Okay, now so till 10th of August, okay, when Rahu is in conjunct of Mars, Mars is transiting the sign of Aries, you have to be really cautious and careful with the house where Rahu is transiting, and also the house lord over which Rahu Mars will be transiting. Avoid conflicts, aggression, and ego fights during this time. Mars is in its own moon trikona sign of Aries, but Mars isn't comfortable with Rahu, nor Rahu is comfortable with Mars. And although Rahu is in the nakshatra of Bharni, it's friendly with Venus because Bharni is ruled by Venus, but it is a very extreme nakshatra, and it also represents and burden, okay. So it might feel and a kind of overwhelming feeling, okay, can be experienced, and being a very extreme nakshatra, so that this energies, okay, can also take you up or bring you to bottom, okay, depending on the placements. So check the placement of Aries in your chart also, since both the planets will aspect the 7th from itself, so sign of Libra will also be impacted. From Scorpio, another sign of Mars, it is transiting 6 places away and receiving 8th aspect of Mars. So watch your health, enemies, obstacles, and debt. Stay cautious, okay, from enemies. Uh, rest, things will be very fruitful if you are a student and you're appearing for any competitive exams. Okay, just be careful of aggression, anger, fights, conflicts, unnecessary uh, uh, getting involved in any kind of drama, any kind of conflicts, any kind of just focus, just mind your own business, okay, basically. And don't lose your temper uh, in any trivial any, any trivial conversations, or any whenever someone says something, do not lose your temper. Just try to stay calm, and don't get trapped into the illusion of Rahu. Fear or scare and restlessness of future worries or past mistakes shouldn't be given more than needed attention and focus. Okay, so yeah, I hope it resonated with you. This was my analysis of the transits, okay, Rahu and Mars, and the transits that are going to happen on 27th June. So yeah, that was all about analysis. If you found it helpful, do like, comment, share, and subscribe. I also do personal readings, so if you're interested in consultations, details are given in the description below. That's all for today. See you in my next one. Take care.